Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and today I'm going to be sharing this Facebook Live, or you may be seeing it as a YouTube video later on. So today I'm going to be making a Christmas card with you and also using the Stamparatus. So last weekend I had my open home event, which was a chance to share the July to December mini catalogue. And so they got to make 2 cards at that. And so one of them is similar to something I did a couple of weeks ago, and today's card is using the Christmas banners, and so I'm going to share that card with you today. So I know it's September, 1st of September today, woohoo! So it may seem a little bit early for Christmas cards, but it's good to start getting some ideas, and if you do want to make Christmas cards, you know, order soon so that you've got plenty of time to make them and things. So I hope today's card gives you some ideas and inspires you. It's predominantly stamping. And yeah, a little bit of die cutting, but mostly stamping, so a fairly simple kind of card, and hopefully you'll learn some tips and things along the way. And I'm going to use the Stamparatus, so particularly with Christmas cards, if you are doing a lot, sorry, the lighting's getting a little bit dark here, there we go. If you're doing a lot, then using the Stamparatus is a great way to do that. All right, sorry, trying to get used to the lighting here. Cool. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera around and we will get started and we'll do some crafting. All right, here we are. So here is today's card. So as you can see, lots of stamping, and on the inside you can just have one layer, or if you want to add an extra layer of red, that looks quite good also. So what are we using? So I'm using the Christmas banner. So this is the stamp set, so you can see a lot of these stamps here what I'm using, and I'm also using this one here, and that's the only die that we're using with this set today. The colours I'm using are Evening Evergreen, one of my favourite for a nice dark green, Real Red, and then Pear Pizzazz. So just a few colours and a couple of other things you'll need. Like I said, I'm going to use the Stamparatus. So I've set that up ready. I'll go over that shortly. And your adhesives and glues and that kind of thing. And I'm also added a little bit of sparkle to it. So you can either use the Red Rhinestones, or if you don't have those, I'll show you what I did. All right, whoops, there we go. So let's get started. So what we'll do first is we will do this piece in the center. So I'll just put it there so hopefully you can see it, so you know what we're working with. Okay, so this is the Stamparatus, and if you haven't used one before, it comes with these plates which when they're at 90 degrees you can lift up, take out, turn around if you want to. It comes with 2, so I've got one stamp that is up here on the top ready to go, and then on a different plate I've got one on the side, so I can have 2 things. So when you put it away, you can't put it away with 2 plates on it. You just need to take one off and put it away. But by being able to use both sides, you could theoretically have 4 different things lined up. So originally I did have the banner on this side, the words on the other, but because it's quite detailed, when I was pushing down, I found it didn't work quite so well. So it was better on different plates, then I could press more easily. So what I've done is I've cut out a template. So I've cut that out, so this is already pre-done. I can put it in ready to go. So it does fit one way better than the other. As you'll see, it's not quite lining up, so that means it must go that way. So there is one way that fits kind of nicely. So that's holding it in place, and then I've got my magnets holding my template, and then I'm going to ink up this. Now, sometimes an easier way to ink it up is, I don't know if you can see, but if I put a stamp set underneath, then it makes it level. So when I ink it, it's a more flatter surface to ink. So that's just a little tip with the Stamparatus. So we're going to, ink it up like this. And I'll just move it down so you can actually see what I'm stamping, hopefully. All right, can we see that? Yep. And so that's in place, and then I'm going to put it on. Usually you would put the magnet on the bit you're stamping, but obviously that doesn't work this time because we're literally stamping on the whole thing. So I'm hoping that it's going to work. I'm sort of massaging it in because it's quite solid images and a fairly firm surface. On my trestle table, it kind of sags a bit in the middle, so that sometimes doesn't work quite so well. So you'll probably find that it will stick to it, which it has. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. For some reason I've got a little bit of a discoloration in the middle. I might just try and ink up that middle bit and just try the middle bit again, just to see. Although it seems to be, there we go. Okay, so there we go. And that's the other thing with the Stamparatus, you can have another try. So like I say, usually you would actually put the magnet on the piece that you're holding. It's a little bit different when it's a template like this, but I was able to put it in again. All right, now we're going to do the real red on the side. So let me just move that over so you can kind of see. Obviously, you know, if you're doing multiples, you can work a little bit more efficiently. Now I do have a bit of ink on here, but it's not like when you've got a stamp and you might rock it that you're going to get it on your card. So can you see what I'm doing? Let's just line everything up again. Sorry, it's a bit bigger for the camera to see. So again, pushing it down. There we go. Perfect. Now, if you don't stamp something right, you can have another go with the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to wipe those off. So I find just a chamois is good for wiping it off. And I've just cut one into some smaller pieces so it's a little bit more easier to use. So that is my Stamparatus. So I'll take that out. And you could do multiples of those. Okay, so I'm going to get my piece of basic white. And what I'm going to do is, the first time I did this, I tried to sort of eyeball where it would sit, but it's actually much easier if you kind of do a few pencil marks and rub them out later. So I can sort of roughly know where my banner is, and then I can make sure that my stamping comes out from that. So it's quite a large area of the middle. So it's quite good to be able to mark it. Now, because they're photopolymer stamps, like I've said before, I do like to use my stamping piercing mat, makes it a bit more spongy. All right, so we're going to start, can you see that, with the evergreen for these bits. The stamps on their own look kind of like, oh my goodness, what are they? But once you actually put them together, they're very cool. So we're going to ink at the top and like so, down here. You can do it however you like, but different angles. Then we're going to go over with our red, and we're going to line up the little circles with the edges of the green bits and try and make it all line up nicely. Oops, that one moved ever so slightly. Turn it around for this way. Hopefully they're not floating in the middle of nowhere. And my last one. So this is two-step stamping where you've got different parts and different colours. If for some reason I've stamped these and sometimes I haven't quite done the whole thing, or even here it's a little bit detached, I can get my marker and just touch it up. And now it looks like it's joined even down here if I wanted to. I usually wouldn't bother, but just to show you, you can touch things up with the Stampin' Right marker. Okay, so now let's go with our Pear Pizzazz, and we've got some holly, and we've got this one here as well. All right, so it's a fairly quick, easy card to make. I think it goes that way around. And probably could do with some re-inking, but I'm going to use sort of the edges because hopefully that's a little bit darker. Sorry if I keep seeing my arm. And a couple around here too. Like so. You can do more if you want. And then the last one, I'm going to kind of fill in any gaps, but you don't want to make it too busy either. Like so. Okay, then this will go on here, but before that we obviously want to rub out our pencil marks. And actually while I'm still stamping, let me stamp this bit as well. So on another piece, while we've got everything out, you can do whatever you like on the inside. Just careful when you've got ink around it that you don't rock it, because you'll get extra bits where you don't want. Or if you want to be careful, then just wipe it before you stamp. All right, we'll do our red one as well. Looking good. See, I've got a bit of red on there, so I definitely don't want to rock it. So if I did rock it, you know, I'd end up with marks like that, which I don't want. So just be careful. All right, so that's for our inside. So let's get my eraser and rub out those pencil marks. And the area is kind of bigger than what you were sort of expecting, so it is quite handy having the, is it smudging slightly? Oh dear. Let's just clean my eraser. Don't want to leave marks on it. All right. Okay, how are we going? I need to rub off those ones a bit more down here. Might just do it on a slightly harder surface. Bear with me as I, there we go, rub them out. Okay. Cool, so then we can't see the pencil marks, hopefully. Right, more time consuming than the stamping. Invest in a better rubber. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then I'm going to put some dimensionals on, but what I might actually do is put it onto the card front first. So I've got Evening Evergreen and then Real Red. So initially I just kind of tried it like that, and that's fine. It looks quite nice. But I quite liked just adding that red layer, just a very narrow bit. It just kind of helps make it pop and coordinate with that there. So that's what I decided to do. So we'll put our red one on first, and then our stamped image. Not sure if I crease it with the bone folder, so let's do that now. Nice sharp crease, and our, some people like tape, and that is fine. Hopefully I kept that up the right way. Okay, and then we're gonna, I think I've turned it around, have I? Yeah, I think I had it that way. Don't know. Hopefully it'll be right either way. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, either way is good. All right, dimensionals. So let's put some of these on. Just lifts it up, and I don't know, I'm going a little bit more than I usually would. I'll just put a little bit of the side in the middle just to hold it up. Okay, how are we going? Everyone see okay? So have you chosen any Christmas sets that you like? Bought any yet, or still thinking about it? Or are there other sets in the catalogue that you like that aren't Christmas ones? All right, there we go. Season's greetings. Okay, and then while we're adhering, we'll put this one on the inside. So again, you could do it with or without the red. So this kind of card is quite good for if you are making a lot. Not too hard to do, but looks quite effective. And I do love these sort of colours, and the holly, Christmas. Cards with Christmas trees always appeal, and ones like this with holly and that kind of thing. All right, to finish it off, we need to add our sparkle. So I don't know if you can see a few of those there. So in the catalogue, we do have Red Rhinestones. They're here on page 142, but I don't have any currently. So what I'm going to do is the next best thing, and you could do this with any colour, is just use the plain rhinestones and a blend, the Stampin' Blends, colour it, because the blends are a permanent colour. Colour them. So colour them while they're on here, because you'll see I kind of, you know, go over the lines a bit. Then take your pick it up, and pop it on. Oops, that one's had the colour come off still a bit. Well, that's just, hasn't happened before. Must have gone underneath, so we want to put that there so we can hide it. Another way, sometimes it's easier, the top's off, pick it up with the putty end and then put it on. We'll put one there and one down there. All right, there we go. So, what's on my finger? I think we're done. So a fairly quick card today, but just to show you how effectively you can use, a stamp set like this. You could always do a longer card and have your sentiment going like that, and there's all sorts of different ways you can. I've got season's greetings, but you can put Merry Christmas or mix and match your different sentiments and things, which is quite good. And then obviously there are the dies for some of them as well. I'm just trying to think of my dies inside. Yes. So you'll see the different ones for the different banners, and then these as well. So you can definitely layer it up with die cut images too. But like I said, this is quick and simple with mostly stamping and things. So yeah, I hope you liked this stamp set and it inspires you with your Christmas cards and things. So I appreciate you watching today. Thank you for your time. It is the 1st of September, and for September, Stampin' Up have introduced some weekly deals. So over the next few weeks, there'll be a new set of products on special for the week. So if you go online and look in specials and weekly deals, you can see what's on special this week. So you may, like if you're placing an order, check it out in case there's something on there that you like. So thank you for your time today. Appreciate your comments. I see some of you have got it on your wish list, which is cool. And someone, Angela, has got the bundle already. Going to have a go at making this tomorrow. Excellent. So yes, yeah, appreciate your comments and things. So if you're not watching it live and you're watching it later and you've got questions or comments, please feel free to comment and I'll do my best to reply later on. So thank you for your time today. I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. If you would like to buy product at all, then if you don't have a demonstrator, please let me know. I can send you a catalogue and information and things. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.